What is up, metalheads, and welcome back to another exciting episode here at Full Metal Geek. We are ever so closely getting to another championship match. And speaking of championship match, I'm your host, Renee Villarreal Jr., but with me today, who is more important in this league, is actually our current champion, and that's Mr. Tim Bercala. Tim, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me. I'm here to exclusively host when Nick is playing, I guess, at this point. But no, I'm really excited about this match. It's going to be a good one. I hope we're getting closer to or we're getting closer to the title match, and that's going to be exciting. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, I know you're going to be watching the match anyways, so I get you on as a host. That's because I'm like, I know you want to be watching, so I'm like, Tim wants to watch it. If he wants to host, he can have it. Better seat.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, you know, we do have two very good competitors here, and this is that one that's like, I'm really excited about because you do have the two opposite sides of the spectrum for this little tournament we've been doing. You have the newcomer in Nicholas Twohig, who we all know is a dominant player in all these leagues when it comes to what we consider geek categories. But then on the other side, you have the returning Ryan Payne, whose only loss is to you, but he's come back just as strong. So really right now, these two guys are at the top of their game, but now it's time for them to throw down to see who's really ready to move on to that number one contenders match. But let's go ahead and talk to them real quick. We're going to talk right now to our higher ranked competitor. He is currently ranked at, I don't know because I don't pull things up, but he is higher ranked. Let's just say that. And that is Nick Twohig. Nick and his manager, Cody. Nick, welcome back once again. Like I said, man, it's no surprise you're here. You're dominating in these, leagues. You do what you do. You're doing your thing over in fandom. You're doing your thing over here. And, I'm not surprised you're here. How are you feeling right now? You got one more match till the number one contenders, and then you finally get a 5-round match. How does that feel?
Oh, well, it feels good. Feels good to be here. Thank you for the kind words, RJ. It was very, very kind of you. Honestly, right now, my hair's never been this long before, so I don't really know I don't know what to do upstairs. But other than that, other than a lot of hair, there's a lot of movie trivia knowledge in this old noggin. So I'm excited to play a 3-round, 5-round, a 21-round, if I remember the last time I was in the same room with Ryan. But it'll be fun.
I imagine every curl on top of your head holds a movie inside of it and feeds it into your brain. Yep. But Cody, like I said, and for him dominating as well, you as a manager, it's no secret. You're dominating as well. Your boys are doing what they need to do over in fandom. Nick is doing what he needs to do here, getting you to the point where it doesn't really matter when the championship match comes because the belt stays in the family and we all get to have a good time. So how excited are you that we're literally basically almost there?
I'm excited. Again, I picked up Nick in this off season because I knew that he was the best out there. Like, it wasn't everybody went out and picked up friends and said, "Oh, I like to talk to this person." Blah blah. I picked up a winner, and then he became my friend. So like that's how it works. And the last time he played in a geek match, he went 21 rounds and closed down the entire trivia league. So World War Geek ended MTFO. So and he was the winner of it. So I'm really excited to see what happens today. I'm only worried that Ryan will talk in between every question and we'll be here for 6 hours. Other than that, I'm really excited for this match because I want Tim versus Nick. That's the whole plan. That's the whole goal.
All right, absolutely. So let's go ahead and speak with our other competitor looking to upset the rookie sensation, and that is Ryan Payne returning. Ryan, like I said, man, I already see you working it out over there, building up that sweat. But like I said, man, everyone else basically at this point is new except for you. Now, like I said, you only got to play one match, but that one match was against that guy. And you put up a hell of a match against him. Now he's the champ, and that should already tell everybody what kind of quality player you are. But like I said, you're at this point, and you're at this roadblock that everyone considers Nick Twohig to be in these leagues. How are you feeling?
Well, I'm pumping myself up. I know the roadblock I have ahead of me. The moment I heard down the grapevine who I was facing, trust me, I I started getting to work as fast as I could. I grabbed any DVD, anything, a physical hard copy of a Geek movie I had, and I spent at least for the next 5 days watching 3 or 4 movies. Now, that's a lot of information that's packed into my head, trust me. But one thing's for sure, most of the movies, like I said, I own, so I've already seen them 3, 4, 5 times. This is just to sharpen myself up and get the knowledge right back into me so I can test my reflex skills.
Absolutely. Alex, like I said, you know how Cody is, Cody's over there relaxing, just waiting for it to be Nick and Tim like he expects it to be, like a lot of people expect it to be. But what is it you see in Ryan that is about to pull the upset right now, if it happens?
Well, Cody and I feel like are very similar managers in that regard. We both, added to our factions winners that eventually became my friends. Ryan, no different. He's definitely one of the best competitors on my faction. He's fantastic. He is actively training all the time. And every time we have any kind of our training sessions, whether you're part of the group, 101, whatever maybe if he's training for singles, teams, IG, I'm just impressed with him every single time because he's something he's actively looking to improve. Now, that being said, Ryan is constantly looking to improve himself. He's constantly trying to prove to everyone that he's, not only excited to be here, obviously, but that he deserves to be here. And one of the big things that I feel like people go in when they do polls and everything for these matches, that they always go against my dude, Ryan. And I don't really understand why, because he is so fantastic in so many different ways. And he's so talented. Now, I know a lot of people assume going into this match is going to be Mike. Sorry, not Mike, Nick. And I think he's pretty fantastic. I'm not going to lie. I think Cody, he's fantastic. They're, a great team. I mean, they're a great duo together. But at the end of the day, I have so much more confidence for my dude right over here. He's going to do great. And I know walking away today, I'm going to be happy with the outcome.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get these things started. All right, gentlemen. This is just a regular 3-round match. We start with round number 1. Round number 1 is going to work like this. Each of you will receive 10 questions from throughout the world of geekdom. Once we ask the question, you have 15 seconds to write it down. And once the time is up, you will reveal your answer and vocalize it. Every correct answer is worth 1 point. If either or both of you go perfect 10, you will receive a bonus question. Keep in mind for the entire match, you do have 3 repeats and 1 challenge. And, of course, technical repeats, don't even worry about those. Those don't count against you. Mike, are you ready? Because apparently that's your name now. That's what we're going.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
All right. And Ryan, are you ready?
Yes, I definitely am ready.
All right. Tim, why don't you hit him with their first question in round number 1?
Sure. Your first question is in the category of heroes and villains. Who took over the role of Dumbledore after Richard Harris died in the Harry Potter series?
I literally accidentally just wrote down Mike when I was trying to get the scoreboard ready. I feel really bad.
All right. My first grade teacher called me Chris quite often. Coho and Boatman always call me Tim, so, whatever.
5,
It's true.
4,
It's a true story.
3, 2, and 1. All right. Well, we will start with Nicholas Twohig.
Michael Gambon.
And that is correct. And Ryan.
Yes, Michael Gambon.
All right. Tied game. All right, gentlemen, your second question is going to come in everybody's favorite category. That is mixed bag. We're going to hit you with it early this time. In Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Ramona's ex named Lucas Lee was famous for what sport? Tim, have you ever attempted this sport?
I don't know what sports are. I sit at home in a dark room and watch movies about sports, but
I attempted this sport with horrible results. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we start with Ryan.
He was famous for skateboarding.
And Nick?
I went through this phase as a kid, skateboarding. Was not good.
I feel like a lot of 90s kids did. 2-2.
all right, next question is in Middle Earth. How does Balin say that the dwarf king Thror died in an unexpected journey? Have you ever gone on an unexpected journey, RJ?
I don't want to talk about it.
Going on an adventure!
Oh, that adventure ended up really bad for some people. Not me, but still really bad. And I feel bad for those people. 5, 4, 3, 2, maybe off camera one day. 1. That'll be a fun story to tell y'all. And Nick.
He was decapitated by Azog.
That is correct. And Ryan.
I wrote the same, decapitated by Azog.
That's the exact answer we were looking for. 3-3. All right, gentlemen, your next question is going to come into the category of DCs. This is DC'd outside of the DCEU worlds of DC, other stuff. Who plays Frank Nitti, a crime boss working under Al Capone in Road to Perdition?
This
is that one movie that you always got to have in your back pocket when it comes to DC. You always got to remember this one can come up.
Yeah, I love this movie.
I still have yet to see it.
Oh,
I have it on DVD, and I just haven't popped it in.
Chef's kiss.
But I've heard it's fantastic. I just haven't watched it. 5, 4. I do too many rewatch. 3, 2, and 1. All right, this time we start with Ryan
Stanley Tucci.
and Nick.
The Tooch. Stanley Tucci.
Both correct. 4-4. Keeping it tied.
All right, next question is in the category of the Wizarding World. In Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, who knocks out Narlac after the group realizes his betrayal?
I finally rewatched this movie. I still enjoy it. It's not as good as I remember, but it's not like, oh, I don't like it.
I walked out of this movie and I threatened to jump off of an Escalade, and my wife was
Repeat the
not happy
question.
about it.
all right.
All right, that's Ryan first. Repeat.
In Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, who knocks out Narlac after the group realizes his betrayal? Yeah, we went and saw it in IMAX. We got to an early screening. We saw it like 5 days early, and the movie ended, and Maggie looked at me and said, "What the fuck?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you."
Now, what did you do when you saw Grindelwald?
I don't speak of those times.
5, 4, 3, 2, and I just remember sitting there in disappointment, utter disappointment. All right, we start with Nick.
I love RJ's ability to tell a full story within 2 seconds, but Jacob Kowalski.
That is correct. And Ryan.
No, I wrote Newt.
All right, Nick finally takes the lead as we get halfway through. It's now 5-4 as we get into the next category, which is Star Trek, the Trekkers as they like to be called. What alias did Khan go by in Star Trek Into Darkness? And I do need the full name. The full name.
My favorite part of that last question was when you said you rewatched Fantastic Beasts, but you haven't seen Road to Perdition.
That's what I mean. I do too much rewatching. Like, that's why I don't see all these movies I haven't seen.
You got to stop that. You got to watch some new movies, RJ.
I know, but like every month someone drops something new. Hulu just dropped all of Digimon, and I'm doing my complete rewatch. 5, 4, 3,
Fair.
2. I can't stop. What? All right. Let's go ahead and go to Nick. No, I'm sorry. Go to Ryan.
Honestly, man, I would have dropped my priorities and watch all of Digimon as well. John Harrison.
That is correct. And Nick.
John Harrison.
All right. 5-6.
Okay, next question is in the category of Star Wars. What device does Kylo Ren find on Mustafar in the opening scene of The Rise of Skywalker that leads him to Exegol?
And I see Cody in the comments making fun of me. Dig a what? Digimon is the greatest children's anime of all time. It is better than Pokemon. Anybody can come and fight me.
I don't understand any of the words you just said. I watch Harry Potter.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I watch Harry
Fair.
Potter and anime.
That's fair.
5,
4,
Road to Perdition.
3, 2, and that's why Box Lunch is the greatest store if you watch both. All right, time is up. All right, let's go to Nick.
A Sith Wayfinder.
That is correct. And Ryan.
Yeah. Sith Wayfinder.
All right, gentlemen, keeping it close. as we get into your next question. This is question number 8, and this is in the category of Marvel outside of the MCU. What disability does Alicia Masters have in the first 2 Fantastic Four movies? Which I really enjoy. I like those movies.
You know, the first one's pretty bad, but in like a campy, like saw it when I was a kid type of way. But the second one, I actually don't hate the second one. I think the second one's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
No, there's nothing wrong with that, man. To each their own. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I enjoy Mr. Fantastic more than anybody else in that movie. Well, no, the Thing. He's perfect. Let's be honest. All right, let's go to Ryan.
She's blind, suffering from blindness.
That is correct. And Nick.
Blindness.
All right.
All right. Your 9th question is in the category of Worlds of DC. What toy was Savannah playing with in the car in the opening scene of Shazam? Thad Savannah. I'm sorry.
Like to remind everybody, this was the penultimate question. The penultimate question.
Yes.
Still love you, Robert.
I always forget to say that.
It's okay. I do it for Robert.
That's fair. I don't do shit for Robert. The guy's an asshole.
You married his sister. That's what you did for him. 5,
That's true.
4, 3. I don't know if that was an insult or something. I apologize to Maggie and Robert if that came out wrong. Okay, the time is up. Clearly, we're going to Nick.
It's a magic 8-ball.
That is correct. And Ryan.
Yeah, I'm gonna back out of that. Magic 8-ball.
Thank you. Let's move on from my bad joke. All right, gentlemen, your final question, and of course, if Nick hits this, he will receive a bonus question to himself, is going to come in the category of the MCU. So this is now the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Which 2 team members go to recruit Thor before the time heist in Avengers Endgame?
Yeah, time heists are cool.
I would love to be part of a time heist. I would love to be part of any heist. I want to be like.
Watch this movie tonight.
That's a good watch.
I think I'm gonna watch this movie tonight.
Actually, just thinking of heist now, I want to watch Ocean's 11. 5, 4.
What's wrong with me watching
3,
Avengers Endgame?
2. Nothing. I just like rewatching.
No, not
Ocean's
you. My
11.
wife glared at
It's where
me.
he's not talking to you. It's where he's talking to you.
All right, we're all right. Let's go to Ryan.
I stopped halfway through Ocean's 8. I gotta rewatch that. It's Professor Hulk and Rocket Raccoon.
All right, and Nick for the perfect round.
Hulk and Rocket Raccoon.
And we have a perfect round.
Whoop-de-doo.
All right, Nick. So this question is just to you. You don't have to write it down. Just keep your hands in view and answer it within 15 seconds.
Okay.
The bonus question. What character from a Superman film said, Pulitzer Prizes are like Academy Awards? Nobody remembers what you got one for, just that you got one.
Man.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I'm going to use a repeat.
1. All right, that's Nick's first repeat. What character from a Superman film said, Pulitzer Prizes are like Academy Awards? Nobody remembers what you got one for, just that you got one. Five, 4.
I think
3,
Lois Lane said that.
2.
Lois Lane.
That is unfortunately incorrect. We're looking for Perry White.
Okay.
Perry White.
I was thinking Richard White the whole time, and then I was like, would he say that to his wife? That's kind of mean.
All right. So no bonus question there, but still a perfect round for Twohig after the first round. 10 questions, but Ryan right behind him with 9. So it's definitely a close game as we get into round number 2. So round number 2 is going to work like this. I will present both of you with the wheel. This wheel has 10 slices on it, 8 categories and hero and villains pick. Whatever category you land on, you'll receive 5 questions from it, each worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, you can go to multiple choice. However, it takes the value down to 1. Keep in mind, you are awarded a respin unless it lands on villain's pick if you don't like the category. And there is stealing in this round. So be prepared when your opponent doesn't answer the question. You're going to have 15 seconds to answer the question. All right. So, Nick, since you are higher ranked and still currently in a 1-point lead, I'm going to bring Cody on for you real quick. I'm going to present y'all both with the wheel. Once you hear all the categories, you can decide whether you would like to go first or defer to your opponent. And all right, good. For once, it shared the right wheel on the first go. I love when things go my way. All right, gentlemen, your categories for this evening are going to be Star Trek, DC, MCU, mixed bag, Star Wars, directors and composers, Marvel, and Worlds of DC. So, Nick, after hearing all the categories, would you like to go first or defer to your opponent?
What do you think?
Well, you know our luck. It doesn't really matter. But this is Geek, so I don't hate the wheel ever, really, because it is what you want. It just matters if you want him to just see what he gets and then you do. It's only a 1-point game, so either way. I say go. We normally go second, but if you're feeling crazy and want to go first today, go for it.
No, let's go second.
Okay, we'll do second.
I'm not feeling that.
All right, no problem. All right, so we will take out Cody, and we will bring in Alex for Ryan's spin. And Ryan, are you ready for your spin?
Yes, we are.
All right, good stuff.
Just saying,
And
Boo
there
Boo,
we go.
you're doing so good.
Yeah.
It misses villain's pick and lands on mixed bag. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
Ooh.
It is totally up to you, but statistically speaking, I do think the wheel is in your favor. So I think we can respin for a better slice. However, I know you've been setting up on this category. So again, totally up to you.
Yeah, true. And to be honest, none of these slices really hurt me. And you know what? I'm just gonna risk it. Let's spin again.
Spin again. All right, no problem. Whatever it lands on this time, you will be taking that category. And it lands on Star Trek. Star Trek will be your category.
Nice. I love
All right. Oops, sorry, I interrupted her. My apologies. I was a little too quick on the trigger. I'm sorry. She was just going to give you more words of encouragement. That's what she does. All right. And Tim, whenever you are ready, go ahead and give Ryan his questions in Star Trek.
All right, Ryan, your first question in Trek. In Star Trek First Contact, Worf says he would kill Picard for calling Worf what?
A coward.
That is correct for 2 points.
And the lead.
Your second question. In The Voyage Home, after the whales are taken from the Institute, Dr. Taylor says they are already in what U.S. state?
Alaska.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your third question. What ship was Spock reassigned to after the Enterprise is taken away from Kirk at the start of Into Darkness?
The USS Franklin.
That is incorrect. Nick, chance for a 2-point steal.
That'd be the USS Bradbury.
That is correct for 2 points.
2 big points right there.
All right, Ryan, your fourth question in Trek. Which member of Picard's crew infiltrates the Riemann Viceroy's thoughts during the battle at the end of Star Trek Nemesis?
Can you repeat that again?
Yes.
That will cost you a repeat, though.
Yeah,
Is that
go
fine?
ahead.
Okay.
Which member of Picard's crew infiltrates the Riemann Viceroy's thoughts during the battle at the end of Star Trek Nemesis?
Deanna Troi.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right.
And your final question. Which member of Kirk's crew is the first to figure out that Krall is Edison in Star Trek Beyond?
That would be Uhura.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right, Ryan doing pretty good in his round. Got his score up to 17, but that 1-2 point steal may come back to get him as it is Nick's turn to go. So we bring back Cody, and we will
I just
bring
need to
back
know
the
how she
wheel.
knows how the wheel is in his favor. Like, where do you get those stats on wheeldecide.com? I have no idea. Also,
And,
would you like
are
me
you
to
ready
start
for your
calling you
spin?
boo-boo?
You
I think
research everything.
like the slices we're good for.
Would you like me to call you boo-boo
Please don't.
or honey bear? Okay.
Well, but yeah, go ahead. You can spin it. You can spin it, RJ.
Okay, this is Honey Bear's first spin, unless he chooses not to spin again.
I prefer Sugar Bear, actually.
Ooh, I like it.
And also on mixed bag in the first spin. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
I'll say
Yeah,
one more.
everything they said. So
Yeah, you're studying. You're getting better, but we need to spin again.
All
Googly
right.
bear.
All right, this is your second spin. Whatever it lands on except Star Trek. Just misses Hero's pick, but is going to be in the worlds of DC.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Just misses
All right,
Hero.
and I will-
Biography.
Neither of us did our strengths. Great.
All right. And Nick, are you ready for your questions?
Sure.
All right. Your first question in worlds.
What's the score?
Sorry?
The
The
score.
score right now is 17-12.
Okay, thank you.
17-12, Ryan's lead. All right. Your first question. What sport does Harley take up after she and the Joker break up in Birds of Prey?
Roller derby.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. In Aquaman, while in Italy, Arthur uses the statue of which Roman king to lead him to Atlan's trident?
Oh.
Five.
Multiple choice. I don't want to steal.
Your multiple choice options are A, Marcus Agrippa, B, Romulus, C, Scipio, or D, Augustus.
Should have gone on my gut. Romulus.
Romulus is correct for 1 point. All right, your third question. What was the first name of Barry Allen's father in Justice League?
Henry.
That's correct for
Tie
2
game.
points to tie the game. All right, and now to take the lead, your fourth question. In Wonder Woman, how does Steve prove to Diana he's not lying to her when he says they're going to the front?
He wraps the lasso of Hestia around his wrist.
We'll accept that that is correct. She uses the lasso on him for the lead. And to make that lead just a little bit bigger, your final question. In Batman v Superman, let me do that again. In Batman v Superman, when Bruce saves Martha Kent, she says that what gave away the fact that he was friends with her son?
The cape.
Correct for another 2 points. All right, very good rounds. Round twos by both our competitors. But Nick, with that steal, was able to extend his lead a little bit. It is now 21-17 as we get into the final round. Gentlemen, round three is going to work like this. I'm going to present you with another wheel. This wheel now only has 6 categories on it. Each category has 3 questions in it, a 2-pointer, 3-pointer, and 5-pointer. You will get 3 spins at the wheel, each for those point values. You will attempt the question. If you don't answer it correctly, you get nothing. If you answer it correctly, you get that value of points. Keep in mind, a category is available to be spun more than once as long as it is a different point value. You are awarded 1 respin here, but only 1. You don't like your 3-pointer, you can spin again, but then you can't spin again on your 5. And we do stick with 1 competitor until they take the lead. So, Ryan, I will bring your manager back in. I'll present y'all with the wheel, and we will get this started.
Nick, if you wanted a nickname, all you had to do was ask.
Oh, okay.
Just saying,
Yeah.
just saying.
I'll
I'm a
think
nice
about it.
person.
Appreciate
All
it.
right, gentlemen, and for both of y'all, just so you know, the categories on the wheel this evening are going to be Mixed Bag, Middle-earth, Marvel, Directors and Composers, Star Wars, and Worlds of DC. Ryan, are you ready for your 2-pointer spin?
Let's go.
All right, the spin is away. and it lands in Star Wars. Would you like to keep that for 2 points or use your respin?
I'm going to keep it.
All right, no problem. And I will take the questions for you in this round. All right, Ryan, for 2 points. In Star Wars, who tells Luke to go to the Dagobah system in The Empire Strikes Back?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. He moves up his score to 19, but we do still have to stick with him. However, if he hits his 3-pointer, he will take the lead. So we bring back Alex and we bring back up the wheel. And Ryan, are you ready for your 3-point spin? All right.
Go ahead.
No problem. All right. Every category is eligible once again. And it does actually land on Star Wars again. Would you like to keep that for the 3 points or use your respin?
I'll keep it. I think the respin will be safe for later.
All right. Go ahead and get all that away. All right, Ryan, for 3 points and the lead. Who is Supreme Chancellor before Palpatine's appointed in Phantom Menace?
That would be Chancellor Valorum.
That is correct for 3 points and the lead. Now 22-21. So now this time we bring in we bring in Cody, and we will bring back up the wheel as soon as that works. There it goes. You know, you were doing good for me today, and now you want to mess up. All right. Nick, are you ready for your 2-pointer spin?
No. Yes.
All right, I'm going to spin it anyways. Everything is on the table except Star Wars for your first 2 spins, actually. So here we go. And it worked for you then, and it still wants to give you Worlds of DC. Would you like to keep that for your 2 points?
Yep.
Sure.
All right, and Tim, as soon as you see Cody go away, you can ask the 2-pointer.
All right, Nick, your 2-pointer in Worlds of DC.
Mm-hmm.
Which member of the Justice League was Diana tasked with recruiting in Justice League?
Cyborg.
That is correct for 2 points and the lead.
All right, Nick takes back the lead. All right, so here's the situation we are in. Ryan is now going to get his 5-pointer spin. If he hits it, he will take the lead and force Nick to answer his 5-point question in order to win the game. If he misses it, Nick will win and move on to the number 1 contenders match. So we bring on Alex one more time. And do keep in mind, Ryan, you do still have a respin here, but also remember you only have 1 repeat left for the match. So are you ready for your 5-pointer spin?
Dip me in better and fry me into the morning. Go for it.
All right. That spin is away.
We can't see it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Challenge.
Yeah.
Let's keep waiting. Let's keep waiting.
Objection.
I'm not going to lie. I spun the wheel. If you actually want to challenge that is not a legitimate spin, I'll accept that.
Oh, I did. Yeah, we just prefer to see it.
Share it.
Yeah.
I just forgot to share it, but it's already been spun.
Depends.
What
Yeah, I mean, can you just whip it up? I trust you. Yeah, I trust you. I just like seeing it.
Well, because you probably will, because it did land on Star Wars again.
Shocking.
I bullshit you now.
I'm into that.
It did actually land on Star Wars. Cody,
Okay.
you know what? I'm actually going to bring Cody in.
No, I saw the challenge.
Cody, do you legitimately want to use the challenge?
Can I be a douche and make him respin it off Star Wars?
Technically, I still have a respin.
You can use your challenge that since we didn't see it, you challenge the validity of it, and I will discuss it with my co-host if you want to use your challenge.
What do you think, Nick?
I don't think that we need to do that.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Besides, if it's anything like my round 2 questions from Star Wars last time, like this should be impossible. But
All right. And but Ryan, now asking you, would you like to keep Star Wars for 5 points or use your respin?
Yes.
No, I will keep Star Wars.
Okay. I'm sorry, everybody. I make mistakes way
Yeah.
too often.
You're good,
I'm
bud.
still getting used to this. I miss Robert. All right. Ryan, for 5 points to take the lead and force Nick to answer his 5 as well. In Last Jedi, what battle does Poe say Holdo was famous for?
Okay.
Five.
Repeat the
4.
question.
That is your last repeat.
Yeah.
In Last Jedi, what battle does Poe say Holdo was famous for?
Oscar Isaac, you beautiful bastard.
5, 4,
Oh.
3, 2,
The
1.
Battle of Janakwa.
And your winner, Nicholas Twohig. It was the Battle of Chiron Belt. Battle of Chiron Belt. Wow, what a close match right there. A 1-point game ends up in the end. Let's go ahead and get into these real quick. We are going to speak with Ryan real quick. Ryan, my man, that was so close. I mean, you got a category you're really confident in, all 3 spins of round 3. I mean, that couldn't have gone any better your way unless you knew the answer to the 5-pointer question. But how do you feel about your performance? You only really messed up. Yeah, like you got 9 points in round 1. Only gave up that 1 2-pointer, like because you thought you knew it, but you gave up the 2-pointer.
Yeah.
Answered your 2 and 3. How you feeling?
To be honest, that 5-pointer, that answer of that battle was in the back of my head. But the fact is, I couldn't, just like with my match against Mark, I couldn't pronounce it. So to be honest, it was better to just, I picked an answer from reading from the Legends canon. So because either way, I was going to lose this question the moment after I asked my first repeat. I was just trying to get the right pronunciation in my head. It was not coming to me. And I kept thinking of Oscar Isaac's beautiful 5 o'clock shadow. And it was just failing me every second. The clock kept going down. I mean, Jesus, I got to start looking at his lips a lot more often to understand what he's saying. But Nick, he did a good job. I mean, he was really quick pointing that steal for me. That was my fault, mixing up Beyond and Into Darkness. I mean, because the Franklin is a ship in Beyond. I just got those 2 mixed up. But as I said before, when I learned it was Nick, I was watching 3 IG movies a day. And yeah, like I said, it was just all about getting those reflexes back. And one thing's for sure, while I'm no longer going to be moving forward to challenge whoever wins between David and Maru, or even going further to fight Tim, I'm cool with that. Because now I can take some time away from Geek, really start watching movies again, not for studying purpose, just because I want to. And then when Full Metal Geek starts back up again, or whenever another league pops back up again, I will jump back into the Geek League pretty much primed and ready.
Absolutely, man. I don't think you're going to be waiting that long because, like, I can even talk with Alex. I mean, Alex, your boy did well over here. I mean, I think he's a first-round pick for the Brawl. If someone wants someone who's confident in multiple categories on their team, you take Ryan Payne for that Brawl.
Also, just to clarify, all my competitors are amazing. Just want to emphasize that. But Ryan in particular, yeah, I think he did pretty fantastic. You know, not to take anything away from Nick. Nick won. Can't argue that he did pretty fantastic. But my boy here, he tried a lot of new things to prepare for this match. You know, and I really love that. And also, you know, sometimes playing at, you know, when you're actively training for so long, you know, it's very easy to forget how to love a lot of these movies, and it sucks after a while, right? Like, how many times do I have to watch Green Lantern? I mean, like, oh, or 2015's The Fantastic Four. Oh, it's rough sometimes. But
movie, so trust me, it's difficult.
Yeah. Now, I do know, obviously, he's not retiring forever or anything along those lines. I have every confidence he's going to come back amazing. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure he comes back better than ever. But also, I'm so proud of the way he performed in this match. And, we couldn't have asked for, better categories and everything. I could argue, man, the wheel wasn't in our favor or anything like that. Statistically it was. So I can't argue that. I am very proud of the way, Ryan competed up against a fantastic competitor. So I have no complaints here.
Absolutely. Well, you guys did amazing tonight, Ryan. Like I said, we're definitely going to be seeing you again because you have done fantastic, and we look forward to when you come back up. I'm hoping someone picks you for the brawl because if they don't, it's a crime. But you guys have a great night and great job.
Have a good night, guys.
All right, and now we will speak with the winner tonight. That is Mr. Twohig and his manager, Cody. Now, Cody, before you start, what she means by statistically is she looks at all the categories and doesn't see one he's weak in. So by statistics, whatever she lands on, he's going to be okay. That is what she means.
Okay.
I saw you in the background.
I hear the argument that the wheel was not in our favor and got 3 straight questions from Star Wars, I would have to beg to disagree with you because there's a mixed bag there. There's a lot of other things. True. You get Star Wars from 3 questions, and he is strong in Star Wars. So that wasn't his favor. Overall, like the people that, it's funny. I always hear different competitors like, I'm tired of watching these bad movies or whatever. Find competitors that like watching the bad movies or know they have to if they want to win a belt. There's a lot of people out there like Nick and Tim know that they don't like all these movies, but they know if they want to win, they have to watch them and they will retain everything that they can from them so they don't have to go back to the bad movies. I'm just excited for the number 1 contenders match because it's going to be 5 rounds. Nick, the funny thing about Nick is he's not just a core geek player. He's also in fandom winning belts over there. So he has to split time and he's still doing dominant. A perfect round, missed the bonus question. Again, I don't care. Twohig's going to win that number 1 contenders match, and then I don't care who wins between Nick and Tim. Whoever wins, and who doesn't, okay. That's what they want the entire season. They just want to chase each other. And whoever wins, great. And whoever loses, there will be never an animosity between them because they are the best 2 players at this game. So that's all I need to say.
No, absolutely. But yeah, let me get to Nick real quick. Nick, man, that was a great game. Perfect round. Like, yeah, you missed the bonus question, but you still got all 10 questions right. And that 2-point steal, I don't care what anybody says. That's a hard 2-point pull. That is not an easy 2-point steal pull to do there. And that, honestly, I would say that won you the match. That 2-point steal won you the match because it put you enough in the lead that all you had to do was answer your 2-pointer and sit back and relax. Let him, because you called it. The 5-pointer was a doozy. That was a hell of a doozy.
Good thing I didn't
would
challenge.
Completely agree with you. Yeah, no, I would completely agree with you. But like Cody said, man, here you are, 3-0. You got 1 more match to go. It's David or it's Amaru. If you beat them, you get Tim. And even without that, you have guaranteed one of 2 things. You are either going to be a captain for the Full Metal Brawl or you're going to be the champion. So how does that feel?
Well, that's cool. I will wear my Captain America shirt if I am indeed a captain. It'll be fun. A couple of things. I always like to try and answer my opponent's questions like while they're answering. I had Kyber pass on that last question, then I realized that's a thing that exists like on planet Earth. Cody, I'm very sorry I missed that 1 bonus question. Please, can I still have dinner? Okay, thank you. But on top of that, no, like I did know like 5-point Star Wars questions are hard. So that memento was getting to him, but there was a little bit of strategy there. I'm just excited to play. I like playing here. It's a lot of fun. And hopefully I can beat either David or Amaru, who are both fine gentlemen, to get to Tim, because that would be the most fun. But thank you for having me. Ryan, you did great as well. You were an awesome opponent, same thing. You were an awesome opponent. I appreciated playing you, and I'll be back soon, I guess.
Y'all are the perfect combination of team. You got Classy on one side and, well, Cody on the other. I don't know how to describe Cody. He's just Cody. That's the acronym. Y'all are the double C, Cody and Classy. But, gentlemen, it's
also
always a pleasure.
champion, but that's also cool.
That also works, too. You could be triple C. Got to get that triple C in there. I can't deny that. we'll see what happens. But like I said, Cody, Nick, we will see you guys next time, and good luck to you both.
Sounds good.
All right. Tim, like I said, in your most non-biased opinion, how was that match?
That was a good match. I mean, Nick got the perfect round, but Ryan scores 9 points in round one. That's an incredible round one. And both players did really, really well in round two. Ryan did great in Star Trek despite giving up a 2-point steal. But Nick, again, proves why he is a great competitor in these leagues. Ryan also proving that, but Nick just getting on top with the steal. Only have to answer the two. It's going to be a great number one contenders match, but I am looking forward to when Ryan comes back because any other competitor, he wins today, but just didn't happen today, but any other person and he wins. So it's going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah. 22 wins you a match on any other day.
Yeah.
Just not today. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for us here for this episode of Full Metal Geek. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, do all the things you got to do, and make sure you tune in. We will post the next match next week, and we will see who Nick Twohig will be facing in the number one contenders match to face Mr. Pacala here, and he'll finally have to play again. He's been sitting pretty. I'm going to love when he's going to finally have to be back in the chair and squirm because Robert writes the question, so it's always fun when he has to answer Robert's questions. All right. But that does it for us here. For Alex, for Cody, for Ryan, for Nick, and for Tim, I'm your host, Renee, the Ariel Jr., RJ, Red Ranger. I'm tired of saying, I even confuse myself now. There's so many R's. I need to stop and just pick a name. All right. That does it for us here, and we will see you guys next time here at Full Metal.